like a ball.
I'm just gonna warn you. You better be careful who you do this on. This will make any man become obsessed with you if you do it on the right guy. I'm just giving you guys a warning, because what might end up happening is that the same man you wanted, because he was so distant from you, you might end up losing respect for you because of how much he'll be chasing you. That's right. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So be careful who you do this on, because the effects of this on the guy can last a lifetime. You wanna know why? They've done it on me as well. All right? And let's find out how this is done. When I talk about how to hypnotize a guy to loving you, I'm not talking about how to use a little pendulum and make him look at you and make him like speak to him and whisper to him sweet nothing. That's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about hypnotism is this. Hypnotism is all about making you relax, narrowing the scope of your vision so that you can focus on one stimuli. If you become relaxed, your focus increases and you become susceptible to suggestion. But what this is all about in regards to falling in love is all about hypnotizing him, where he'll focus exclusively on your voice. He'll forget every other woman that exists, and you become the primary focus of his life. Because the problem is this, is that naturally, when a guy has a lot of options, it's a lot harder to stick with one woman. Scientifically, it's proven, and even it just makes a lot of sense. But when a man has an average amount of options, when there's a guy that women want, but not as much as every other woman, like a random dude, not Leonardo DiCaprio, not the star from the football team. I mean a guy who just naturally is a normal dude. When you apply this to one of those guys, it will work. To some degree, it will work. But this does not work if that dude has options all the fucking time. The reason why this doesn't work is because what we're gonna be teaching you is how to create anxiety, how to make him anxious to hear from you, how to make him anxious to talk to you. But when he has other women in the peripheral, right, and he doesn't know you too well, his anxieties will not be relieved by you. It'll be relieved by every other woman. You see, this might make you guys not want to do this, because when I tell you this, you want a guy who has a limited amount of options. Simple as that. That's the kind of guy this will work with. Average, normal dudes. He could be good looking, but because good looking guys still struggle with women, but do not get the guys who have 20 women waiting for them down the block. You see, that's how you set yourself up for failure. So if this is the kind of guy that you have, then this is the right video for you. And let's begin this. You see, what we want to be able to do is change his inner voice and exchange it with your inner voice. It's change his inner image, wherein he cannot see himself without you being in the picture, without you being in the picture. Now that is a very intense process, but generally, that's the goal. And the way to do that is to give him the illusion of competition. Make him feel that there are other men threatening to take you. Make him feel the presence of other men. Because by simply doing that, this will raise your value and make yourself more alluring. The first step is very simple. You first wanna make him feel like he has a chance with you, right? You first want to get his attention first, right? And the way you do that is by giving him a few looks here and there. Let's say you guys are in class together, right? You give him a look. Or let's say you guys are on social media. You give him a like. Very simple stuff. All we're doing is that we want to let him know, I like you. Why? We're not gonna make the first move though. We're not gonna make the first move, because what we want him to do is to make the first move. Under no circumstance, ladies and gentlemen, are you gonna make the first move. Are these guys gonna jump me right now? This is Harlem people. Under no circumstance are you going to make the first move. Because as soon as you make the first move, you reveal your cards and you literally destroy any anxieties that you could have triggered. Because guys know this, women show interest, but they easily lose interest the next day. So even though you're showing interest, every single guy deep down is gonna assume you're gonna lose interest eventually, because it's happened in the past. It's okay if you show a guy interest. It's okay if you, with your actions, show him that you like him, simply to get him to chase. You do not verbalize that you like him. You can tell other people, but you do not directly tell him that you like him. If you're in a relationship with him, it's okay. Right? You could show him the love that you have. You could keep showing him interest. You could massage him. You could do everything, you know? What's up? Interrupting me. And that's how it is, right? You first want to make him feel like he likes you, right? After you get his interest, you want him to chase after you, right? And so for at least a month or so, you're going to create a pattern. When I mean a pattern, I mean this. You're going to get him used to a way of behaving. You're gonna text him often. You're gonna literally make him think that, oh wow, this girl likes me. And the reason why is this: we're testing whether or not you and him are compatibly in love. right? Because if he cannot handle the fact that you're that you're texting him at a decent time, you're texting him fast, you're liking all his photos. The reason why you want to do that is because you want him to have a false sense of security. You want him to feel like, man, I got this bitch in my hand. That's what guys think, people, okay? So don't get offended. He's gonna think, man, I have this girl in my, bye client, bye. You want him to feel like he has you. Because sometimes when we do that, it's almost like when our parents are alive, we take them for granted. But because we're taking them for granted, when they die, it hurts extra because we took them for granted. You see what I'm saying? As long as he initiated the contacting, the number, the calling, like all that sort of stuff, then you could take it a step further and say, and call them and text them and say, hey, you're pretty good at that. You know, like, be a sweet person. Be nice. Show him that you like him. So that then you could just switch up that pattern and show him the other side of your personality. Because what we want to do is to make him feel like he has you here, and then from one day to the other, it goes down here. Humans do not like that kind of change. That kind of change replicates nature. Where nature strikes, everything changes in an instant. It's not like people where it changes gradually. This is instantaneous kind of change. So by doing that, this shakes him off his boots, and it makes him more susceptible to your control, right? And now we're gonna be talking about breaking the pattern. Now, one of the most important factors in all of this is you gotta put them in a sexually competitive state. And I made a lot of videos about this, but a quick summary is all about just mentioning other guys in your life. When you like the guy, you like to let him know that he is all yours, that he has nothing to worry about, that he has you completely. But that has a paradoxical effect. It makes him calm. It makes him complacent. It makes him take advantage of you in the sense that he doesn't really appreciate you. So what you want to do is make him feel like he's the one that pulled you away from the other guys. So just talk about how you have a personal trainer. Talk about how you take salsa classes. Talk about how one of your best friends is a guy. Talk about your celebrity crush that looks the complete opposite of how he looks. What you want to do is get other men in his head. Like, make him feel like you have more guy friends than female friends. Make him feel like you get along with men more than women. And why? Because it raises your value naturally. In the midst of you making him confident, in the midst of you making him feel like he has you, in the midst of him feeling like you're the one that's chasing, you're lowering his guard. But when you mention other guys in your life, when you mention that you study with one of your male friends, it is an insecure part of them that's starting to slowly arise, and that you will trigger when you break this pattern.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15, 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're going to be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one will teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women of power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship. And this, a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop and destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you can read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so most likely I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you can pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. I'm closing the channel.